Okay, Matt, this is video 5. We're getting ready to separate the two lane sections here. And what you need to do is get a block of wood or something to, so when you separate them, you know, they don't fall to the ground.
Yeah, Matt, the thing is, when you take what's supporting this seam, and that's the way United made it, it seems to work perfectly fine, is the 4 bolts. So once you loose those, this comes down, and you don't want it to come down to the floor because there's a little, let's call it insert off of here to feed these two together to keep the seam nice and straight. It fits in there nicely, and you don't want that breaking off. So what I have here, I'm doing it taking it apart, but the same goes with putting it together. I have like 8, this is equivalent to like 8 inches. I use stacks of wood so I can get to that 8 inches. And that's pretty much what...
right, and he has a stack of wood over here also.
Yeah, you want one on both sides. You don't want it tucked in too far under because you have to pull the bolts. I get the hardest ones, which are the outside bolts. And to do that, so they're so long, so I don't have to hold on to one end with one wrench and turn it with the other. I use like a needle nose vice grips or regular vice grips to do the same purpose. And I just clip it on. I adjust it so it fits it snugly. I didn't have these pre-adjusted because I use them when I put it together, but I use them for other things also since then. Okay, clip that on there. Of course, if you have 2 people, it'll make it a lot easier. This is a 3/8 bolt, but it's a 5/8 nut. I think the other side is a 9/16 nut. So to put these together, you need a 5/8 wrench and also a 9/16 wrench. You got 2 different nuts. But it's a 3/8 bolt on both, all 4 of them are. That's not even 5/8. I don't know what the heck you call it. Out comes a pressure wrench. That serves all problems. I wonder what the heck happened to my pressure wrench. Well, small channel locks. Once you start them just a little bit, then they're all finger tight. They're good threads. They're good bolts. All you have to do is get them started. You have a ratchet and socket of multiple sizes. This must be 11/16 nut. Big nut for a 3/8 bolt. But that came stock. Cheap. Doesn't really matter which nut you loosen because they pull out either way. One way isn't any harder than the other. Once you can see what you're doing. Okay,
so there you go.
Putting on the nut. There's a washer and a, is that a lock washer? Yeah, it is. Not that you need it. It doesn't vibrate that much, but it's there. We'll use it.
Right. And there's 4 of these, so that's just one. There's one on each side, and then there's 2 closer to the middle. You're going to have to put all 4 together in order to get these 2 lane sections to match up. And then
this is a threaded rod, actually, long threaded rod.
Yep.
And the seam will, once I get to the last one, and I'll make that one of the center ones, just so everything isn't all on one side. Once I get to the last one, then the seam will be coming apart. And primarily, that's how you put it back together also, Matt. Same concept. This will be resting down on here. What might even be easier, see how there's a little space? Well, since these are locked together, if you lift one end or the other side's going to come with it. So if you lift it up just a little bit, just so it's up just a hair, Then you'll be able to tighten it up and the belts will be fitting through the holes a lot easier. Taking it apart doesn't matter quite so much. These are all large nuts. I always have a Chris wrench on top of that refrigerator. I don't know what the heck happened to it. You can stop videoing if you want quick, because the other side will be the same way, Matt.
Yep. There's two over there, too.
Now, you do one of the center ones last.
There's two on one side and two on the other. Exactly the same. When we get this separated, we'll show you again so we can get a better view. So.